Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some most requested crafting. Stay tuned. So for those of you who have stopped by just to check out the channel, go ahead, hit subscribe. You're not going to be disappointed. And I would love to have you join this awesome online crafting family, the best on YouTube. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. So guys, today has been an amazing day for me. Absolutely amazing. I can't share it with you guys right now, but I will be pretty soon because it has been one of the highlights of my day since I joined YouTube. An amazing day, and I will share it with you guys. I'm just not ready to share it yet, but I will once I have everything all worked out. Y'all will be the first to hear my news. But today I am going to do a very highly requested video. I think that this is probably one of the most requests that I get. And I do have a couple of videos in the library about this, but I decided I would make a more recent one because I know that I have a lot of videos out there and you might have overlooked that one. So we're going to remake it and we are going to address one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. And it has to do with the full sheets of 12 by 12 paper or whatever size paper that you might be using, where it has a design on it and the design might be offset and the design is in an awkward position on the paper. What do you do with that? Well, we're going to make one thing that you can do with it. There are a whole lot of other things that you can do with it, but we're going to start out with just one for this video. And then I got a question about what do you do when there is the full print on the paper? And there are lots of things that you can do with this. Just because it's one big print doesn't mean that you can't take that print and somehow break it up just a little bit. We're going to make something specific for this, and I will show you one of the ways that you can use a large print, and then maybe that will spur another way that we can use the large print or the offset. So I am going to bring in what I have. What I have is this adorable gift bag. So when you have your offset in an awkward place on your paper, you can actually turn that into a really cute lid for a box. You can turn it into a great cover for a notebook that you might bind with binding wire. Or you can turn it into a bag, just like I'm doing here. Or you can make coasters. There are just so many different things that you can do. And the same goes for this large print. So I've taken this large print and turned it into a box top. It is so simple to do, and you can see on the side, especially here, we've got where the Eiffel Tower continues over to the edge, and you've got the whole look. You did not lose any of the prettiness of this. We basically kept it all. And these are just a couple of the things that we can do when we have large prints or offset prints on our paper. But when you do see these, don't look at it as a challenge. Look at it as an absolutely fabulous opportunity to take this and put it down on something and turn it into a fabulous, useful piece, whether it's a bag, a box, coasters, a notebook. All of these work for that. So we are doing a bag and a box today, but you can certainly do those other items as well. So the first thing that we're going to make is our bag. So to make the bag, we are starting with the piece that measures 10 by 12, and it's 10 inches this way and 12 inches this way. And I decided to make mine 10 by 12 because I really didn't want to keep it as tall as it would have been if I had stuck with 12 by 12. But you can keep yours at 12 by 12 and simply follow the measurements that I'm giving you. You will simply have a slightly taller bag than this. All right, guys, so I have brought in my scoreboard, and on the 10-inch side, I am going to score this at 1.5. Then I'll rotate it to the 12-inch side, and I am going to score at 1 5/8, 5 5/8, and I'm going to go really slow because my center mark is there and it's in the way, so I'm just going to move it over and score at 7 1/4, and at 11 1/4. So our score marks again are 1 5/8, 5 5/8, 7 1/4, and 11 1/4. Then I am going to rotate it, and I'll have the top of my bag in because I've already made the scores for the bottom here, and I am just going to score at 1. So now we can fold and burnish all of these scores. Okay, so once we have all of our scores folded and burnished, we have two pieces that we immediately need to get rid of. So we have a narrow rectangle here in the corner and a narrow rectangle there in the corner. And we simply need to remove those. So I'll use my finger blade, cut down, and remove. Do the same thing here. So I'll use my finger blade and remove this piece. Now this here becomes our glue flap, so we can just leave that for a moment. Then we are going to come in here at the bottom and we will have two flaps. We'll have this one and this one, and we're going to need to angle these. So on my middle one, let's cut down, angle in, cut down, angle in. Going to shorten that just a little bit. Okay, so then we need to come to this section here, go up to that first score mark, free up the tab, and then we'll angle in on this piece, angle in here, and then we're going to remove just a little bit of this, just like that. And now you'll have this. So now what I want to do is on the end where you have this small flap, come up to the top here, and we are just going to free this tab altogether. We're not going to do anything else but just free it, just like that. So now we're going to take our glue, tape, or whatever it is you want to use on this section, and we are going to fold this piece in. So let's take our glue, place our glue down, fold that in. I'll use my big old spatula, get that stuck down, and then I'll just use my spatula again to reinforce those folds. So now we are going to have this. So we're going to take the narrow glue piece and put it on the inside just like that. So let's go ahead and place our glue on this. Then I'll take this piece and we're going to get it matched. Just making sure that I have the fold here is aligned with the score mark coming around. And I'm going to do that all the way down. Then I'll use my big old spatula, get it stuck down. Now I can stand it up. I'll take my glue, place my glue on this piece, and now I can fold this in. So basically what I did was I created a little cover for the top of the glue flap piece, so it looks like it's one continuous piece folded in going all the way around. So now we can take this box, fold in the sides, place our glue, bring that piece in, and this is our front because we've got the Eiffel Tower there, so I can place glue on my front flap, and we'll get it stuck down. And then if you have any protruding from the side, and I see that I have just a little bit, I am going to use my scissors, snip that off. And let me see if I have any over here, just a tiny bit. And you can clean it up just like that. So now I'm going to take my ruler and just go inside, make sure that I've got everything nice and stuck. And now all I need to do is take my fingers, pinch that top in, bring it down as far as I want, totally up to you. And now we have a very cute bag. So I am simply going to add a cut apart to this as a decoration, and I think I'll put it on this side this time. And I'll use that just to sort of anchor it. So I am going to take a little bit of glue, place my glue right there. Then I'll place my glue on my flower and just place that right at the top. And now we have a very sweet bag, guys. This is so cute and it's so easy to make. So I'll bring the other one back in and you can see just how gorgeous these little bags are when we use the large sheets in the book. This is what we're able to make. We can use it in many, many different ways, but now you have instant party favor bags or instant gift bags, completely up to you. So I am going to set these to the side and we're going to make that awesome box. All right, guys, so the first thing that we're going to do is make the box bottom. And to make the box bottom, we're starting with the piece that measures 11 7/8 by 11 7/8. Let's score at 1/2 inch and at 2 on all 4 sides. And then we're going to go ahead and score for the lid. So our lid measures 12 by 12, and we are going to score this at 1 and at 2 on all 4 sides. And then we are going to fold and burnish all of our score marks. And let's give it a nice, crisp burnishing. All right, guys, so before we put the box together, I want to go ahead and share with you the paper pad that I'm using for this. This was a hot buy from Michael's last year, and they probably still carry it because I think I've seen it online, but it's called Parisian Lane. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little paper pad, and it has a variety of colors and patterns. And the reason why I used this was because I was trying to find some paper that had the large single prints on them, and that was the first one that I pulled that had it. All right, so this is the box base, and we are going to have a long rectangle and then a little square in the corner on all 4 sides that we are going to need to get rid of. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go up to that second score mark, drag down, and then cut across to remove this. Then I will angle in here, and free up my tab. And I'm actually going to leave the long part here because I'm not adding any type of a stabilizer to this box. So if you wanted to make it sturdier, you can certainly do that using chipboard or adding an extra piece of cardstock to the inside. I'm not doing that because I'm basically making this box to show you guys how we can use our large prints. So this is my bottom, and I'll do it again on this side. So I have 2 corner pieces that I need to get rid of. And then I'll angle in. I'll go up to my second score mark here, drag down, angle in, and I'll repeat this on the other side. Okay, so now that we have our tabs cut out, we're going to go ahead and put the box together. So I am going to take my glue, put it on my tab, and then I will join my tabs together, and I want to make sure that I have everything nice and even on the end. Then I'll use my spatula, go on the inside, and get that smoothed down. And I'll do the same thing here. So I am basically going to join these two ends here. Want it to be nice and tight. Lay it down. I'll use my spatula, go on the inside, and work it. Okay, so once we have the box base put together, let's just take these narrow 1/2 inch outer flaps, fold them backwards, and then we're going to take our glue, place it on these flaps, and then we can fold them in just like this. I'll stand this up, going to get that stuck down. Then I can use my spatula to go on the inside and make sure that I have it stuck. And I'll do the same thing over here. So if you wanted to add any type of a stabilizer to the sides of your box, simply cut out some cardstock pieces that measure 1 3/4 by 8 and place them down before you do this fold over, and that'll give you additional stability. So I am almost done. And then once we have all 4 sides folded in, let's just go around the inside with the bone folder to make sure that we have everything nice, crisp, and professional looking. And I see a little bubble here, so I am just going to go back with my bone folder, work it out. So we've got our base. Let's set it to the side. Let's make the lid. So on the lid, we are going to have 2 squares on the end that we're going to need to remove on all 4 sides. So let's go up to the second score mark, drag down, remove that piece. We can angle in, and then we'll go up to the second score mark on the other side, and then we'll angle in. And this is what we'll have. So we'll do that again. We have our 2 corner pieces right here. So I am simply going to, I'll just go ahead and angle in right now. So I'll angle in here. I'll remove this piece. Then I'll go over to the second score mark on the opposite side of that tab, drag down, angle in. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I have all of my tabs cut out. Same process as the box. We're going to place glue on the tabs. Then we'll bring them up just like this. I'll use my spatula to go on the inside, get everything stuck down, and I'll do it on the opposite side. So I will make sure that I have got my ends nice and even. Then I'll use my spatula to just work it in, and then I'll repeat the process on the other 2 sides, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so once I have the box put together, we're going to fold back those flaps just like we did before, and then we can take our glue, place our glue on the flaps, fold it in just like that. I'll get it stuck down, and then I'll come back with my spatula and really work it in. Do it on this side as well. So I'll take my glue. We're going to get that stuck down. And then I'll use my spatula to work that in. And guys, I hope that this project, as well as the bag project, are giving you some ideas, different ways that you can use the papers in the pad that might not be like the normal papers. They might have an offset print or might have a large print, but we don't need to avoid using those because they really do have a place in our crafting. So now that I have my lid all done, it is time for the moment of truth. And I have my lid on this sweet little box, and you can see that we have an awesome fit. Now, if you wanted to, you could dress this box up and turn it into something even prettier than it already is. But I'm going to bring the other one back in so that you can see we are able to make beautiful boxes and beautiful items using those large prints that we all have in our paper pads. We all run into them from time to time. And sometimes we just overlook them because we can't figure out what to do with them. Well, now you can. I'm going to bring these bags back in so that you can see we have two fun options right here. These two are perfect for those papers. So guys, go grab those paper pads. Pull out those large sheets, whether you're making box or bag. Think about it in other ways. Like I said, coasters, notebooks, notepads, they do have a place in our crafting. Even if I was to take this one and wrap it around, it's still okay because I would have the wraparound of the word from the front to the back of a notebook. So that makes it all right. So just think a little bit differently about these pages when you run across them. They're not to be avoided. They are to be crafted into something beautiful. So guys, I hope that you have liked this video. And I hope that it has helped to take some of the mystery out of what to do with prints like this. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join the online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.